it's Lacey with A&B Insurance, and this is one of our clients, Carl Weiss. He's here to talk to us today about our summertime products. So A&B Insurance offers a lot of different products for your summertime fun adventures, like boats, motorcycles, RVs, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, and the like.
You mean all my favorite toys?
All your favorite toys. So once you pack up the kids and the dogs and head up to go on vacation, give us a call and see what we can do to get you the right coverage for what you need.
Okay, well, let's talk about what can happen, because again, let's say I decide to break the motorhome out of the driveway and take the family on a vacation on the road. What kind of things can happen to me while I'm out there?
Well, a lot of things can happen that are covered by most of our standard motorhome and travel trailer policies, like breakdowns, flat tires, liability, medical payments, anything that could happen. So if you get a flat tire on the side of the road, we do have 24-hour claim service that will come out and either tow you to the next location or bring you the tire that you need if it's available.
Yeah, because that's really bad. If the motorhome breaks down, you're pretty much at somebody's mercy. I mean, I've had people try to tow the motorhome out from underneath me when it broke down.
Sure, yeah.
So you just call your number and they'll send out somebody that you can trust to tow you to some place that will actually fix the motorhome. Now, what about things that happen to anybody that's in the motorhome? Because one time, and I don't want to admit this to everybody on TV, but again, if you're not familiar with the motorhome or you've just had a motorhome at first, it's like driving Willie the Whale. And I can remember turning a corner a little too sharp, and luckily I didn't hit a car, but I did knock down a stop sign.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, so what happens, with things like that? Because again, if you're not, since you may only drive a motorhome a couple of times a year, there's a certain learning curve involved. So
Sure.
how do you folks deal with that within the insurance business when somebody has an accident in a motorhome? I mean, how does that affect your normal auto policy? Do you have to have it? How does it affect your motorhome? How does that all work?
So it does work a lot like a standard auto policy. So it does provide coverage for physical damage, meaning the item, building, or other vehicle that you damaged, as well as coverage to repair your vehicle as well. And keep in mind, we do insure vehicles up to $500,000 for motorhomes and up to $300,000 for travel trailers. So if you were to scrape a stop sign or one of those big yellow things at the gas station, which are always scuffed up, we will have coverage to repair the item that you may have damaged, as well as your property that's damaged.
So we're going out in the motorhome, and of course, aside from the motorhome, we probably have a dirt bike or an ATV that we've got either behind it or towing behind it. How does the coverage work with your off-road toys?
So off-road toys also can be covered for physical damage as well as comprehensive collision, things of that nature. And we also cover the trailer that they're being pulled on as well, up to $20,000 in most cases. So if something happens and you have the RV policy as well as your off-road ATV policy, they'll cover pretty much anything and everything that's involved as long as the accident falls under the covered claims category.
Okay, but like I said, let's say you've got like a dirt bike or something like that. Is that covered under the auto policy, or?
It's not. You would have to get your own separate policy for that, and we do have like a motorcycle ATV off-road section for those kinds of toys. Okay,
yeah, well that's important to know. Okay. Do they offer any type of discounts if you take like a safety course or something like that for using any of those?
Yes, the motorcycle endorsement and safety courses do offer discounts on the policies, and they can be quite significant. If you commonly go out with your toys with several people, children, teenagers, other friends and family, you may want to carry a little bit higher limits of liability, bodily injury, or medical payments. That can really help you in the future because you can't really foresee how much a broken arm is going to cost or how much a broken leg will cost. So it's always better to kind of take a look and see what could happen, and then we can help you evaluate how much coverage you would need in a scenario at worst case.
And that brings us to another thing that I like to do a lot, which is boating.
Absolutely.
And, they call boats a hole in the water in which you pour money. But people that don't get out in their boat very much, and it's not like a car, you can't just hit the brakes and stop.
Right.
I've been in situations where, I've seen people have conflicts with things like, channel markers, which is never got a good, it's not going to move.
Sure. Right.
And the reason that they had the conflict wasn't so much because they weren't paying attention, but because of the drift of the current or the wind blew them into the marker. I've seen them go under docks and things like that, and that can be very, very hazardous to your health. Or just you hit a wave hard and you look up and all of a sudden the person that was sitting next to you isn't in the boat anymore.
Yeah, sure.
You know? So what kind of boating coverage do you folks provide?
So again, with the boating, we offer much of the similar coverage: bodily injury, physical and property damage, as well as comprehensive and collision. With the boating, it can be a little bit different. We do have some special coverages for boating. One of our biggest boat carriers, which is Progressive, they do offer what's called a sign and glide, which is common across a lot of other boat insurance companies. And basically what it is if you break down on the water, or if you need fuel, or if you have an emergency, they will send someone out to you on the water, and all you have to do is sign the paper, and then you're good to go, and they'll give you whatever you need.
That include a tow?
That includes towing, yes.
Oh, that's great. And also I recommend everybody they take a boating course.
Oh yeah, very important. If you're going to be out on the water, guys, you need to make sure you have boating safety courses and classes. There are a lot of online courses you can take with the state of Florida and the city of Jacksonville that outline the safest ways to be on the water, how to take care of yourself, the right life vest, how to fit your life vest, how to navigate the waters and such. And speaking of people in the water, we do also have coverage for if you're taking your friends and family out for water sporting, like water skiing, tubing, wakeboarding, and things like that. They do also cover liability and medical payments for your friends and family that are out there in the water, on the water, having that fun. So if somebody loses the rope or their feet slip off of the board and they get injured from hitting the water, we do have coverage for you for that as well.
Okay, well, I guess that pretty much wraps it up for Fun in the Sun.
Yeah, and hopefully that everybody out there this summer is having fun, being safe, and they're fully prepared before they go out to take care of their friends and family.
And I guess if they want a quote from A&B, you'll be glad to help them with that too, right?
You can give us a call anytime. We have auto, boat, and RV specialists waiting to take your call right now. We actually have one of our agents, Mr. Tim. He actually sold recreational vehicles, boats, motorcycles, ATVs for about 15 years before he came to work for A&B Insurance. So he has thorough knowledge on what kind of items that you have and what you'll need to cover them.
All right. I guess we'll see you all next week.
Give us a call.
Bye.